It's time for every musician's favorite game show, All Gassed Up. Here's your host and contestant, LFO Voyager.
Hey everyone, welcome back to All Gassed Up, the game show where I look at a new piece of gear and try to convince myself not to buy it. Or maybe it's the other way around. Will I give into the gas and press that buy button? Or will I hit the brakes to receive a mystery consolation prize? We're about to find out. Are you guys ready? Jim, tell us what we've got today.
It's the G.A.S. Bliss Generation Lost Mark II. The Generation Lost Mark II is an effects pedal that recreates the sound of old audio tapes and VHS. Individual wow and flutter knobs allow you to get the warble just right. Explore different tape models, add saturation, introduce unpredictability, or switch to classic mode while keeping it all in stereo. If you like the sound of old failing tape players, this pedal may be for you.
Oh boy, this is going to be a hard one for me because I've had my eye on this for a while. Okay, Jim, what's our first question?
The first question is, what's got you hooked?
Okay, let's put 60 seconds on the board. I really love the nostalgia of old tape sounds. I grew up on cassettes and VHS, and as much as I hated it when my favorite tape got tangled up in a player, it made this wonderful, unique sound. I remember the sound of an old VHS tape that would wobble around with the pitch when it would start up. That sound just fills me with warm, nostalgic feelings from the past. From my research, the Generation Lost seems to be the best pedal to capture that sound. G.A.S. Bliss really put a lot of time into understanding what happens with old tapes and players. They took apart VCRs and cassette decks to analyze the nuances that make that magical sound. You also get a lot of control over the effect. Wow, flutter, failure, noise, and saturation can all be dialed in exactly how you want it. You even get EQ models of different vintage tape machines to further color your sound. And on top of all of that, you can do the tape stop effect where everything winds down and speeds back up. I just love that effect. All right, let's check out the gas meter. Oh boy, it looks like I'm all gassed up. Okay, before we go to our next question, let's reveal the price. Go ahead, Jim.
The price of the Generation Lost Mark II is $399.
Ooh, okay, all right. A little more than I was hoping it would be, but we're still gassing. Let's get to our next question.
The next question is, what are the cons?
Well, let's see, 400 is kind of pricey. For a little bit more, I could get an Empress Zoya, which does a whole lot of things, and you can make it sound kind of like lo-fi tape, although it's not the same effect. The Generation Lost does seem like a limited use case pedal. It's not like Reverb where I'm going to slap it on everything. This would just be for when I want that sound, so is it going to spend most of its time on my shelf? Or will I use it frequently? You know, I don't know. It's a good question, Jim. It's a good question. All right, let's look back at the gas meter. Okay, it moved a little bit, but not much. There's still plenty of gas in the tank. All right, Jim, let's go to our final question.
The final question is, what's in your studio?
Yes, my studio. Well, I do have a chroma console, which does have a cassette effect, along with broken and interference. The cassette effect introduces wow, flutter, warble, tape degradation, and pitch artifacts. So I guess you could say I already have a lo-fi tape effect pedal, but the chroma console only gives you one knob to control the entire effect. So if there's something I want more of or less of in the effect, there's just no way to control it. Also, I guess I can get similar effects with my synths using modulation to adjust the pitch and cause it to drift and add noise. I do have the Boards of Deluge synth pack for my Deluge, which has a lot of great sounds in the flavor of Boards of Canada, so you get that real pitch drifting nostalgic sound, which is amazing, but I can't apply that to other sound sources. So it's kind of like I have similar sound options, but none are as intricate and nuanced as the G.A.S. Bliss Generation Lost Mark II. Is that extra nuance worth $400? I don't know.
You know what that sound means. It's time to make a decision.
Oh boy, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. The G.A.S. Bliss demos just make me feel something, and the attention to detail in designing it is inspiring. The idea that someone meticulously analyzed old crinkled up VHS tapes, taking apart old VCRs, that gets me excited. On the other hand though, I already have the Chroma console, which does have a cassette effect, but it's limited and there's no control over it. But this is $400. Am I even going to use it that much? Will it just sit on the shelf? Oh, this is hard. Should I buy it? No? Wait, what's that sound?
That sound means we have a blue light special.
A blue light special? What is it?
Chase Bliss is having a sale. The sale price is $339 with free shipping.
Ooh, $339 new. That's like the price of a used Generation Lost pedal. Man, I'd be a fool not to jump on that sale, right? Right? What do you guys think? You know what, Jim? My mama ain't raised no fool. It's a buy. It's a buy all day. Well, it looks like I'm the proud owner of a new Chase Bliss Generation Lost Mark II. How often will I use it? I don't know, because I'm all gassed up.